Join me as I pay respects to Sergeant Major Basil Plumley. Took me a minute, but I finally found Sergeant Major Plumley, who was with Hal Moore in Vietnam and depicted in the movie We Were Soldiers. In the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young. Basil L. Plumley, January 1st, 1920 to October 10th, 2012, was born in Shady Springs, West Virginia, the second son and fifth child of coal miner Clay Plumley and his wife, Georgia Morton Plumley, both of West Virginia stock. He is most famous for his actions as a Command Sergeant Major of the U.S. Army's 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry Regiment at the Battle of La Drang, 1965. General Hal Moore praised Plumley as an outstanding NCO and leader in the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young. The Sergeant Major was known affectionately by his soldiers as Old Iron Jaw. He enlisted in the United States Army on 31 March 1942 as a private. His education on enlistment was 2 years of high school. His civil occupation at the time was listed as semi-skilled chauffeur, driver of a bus, taxi, truck, or tractor. Height and weight is given as 70 inches and 145 pounds. Plumley is a veteran of World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. Despite popular belief, Plumley was not a member of the 505 Parachute Infantry Regiment during World War II, and there is no evidence to suggest this is the case. He was in fact a member of the 320th Glider Field Artillery Battalion, with which he made 4 combat jumps and was awarded the medals to prove it, and confirms this himself during interviews conducted with author Phil Nordike, who has written 4 books related to the 82nd Airborne Division in World War II. Plumley is also visible on battalion rosters in the 320th and is mentioned in reports from the battalion records. It is believed the story of Plumley being a 4 combat jump experienced member of a parachute regiment in World War II is fictitiously generated by the writers of the film. He did go on to make 1 combat jump in Korea with the 187th Airborne Infantry Regiment. He retired as Command Sergeant Major on 31 December 1974. After his retirement, he worked 15 more years for the Army at Martin Army Hospital as a civilian and retired again in 1990. He was portrayed by Sam Elliot in the film We Were Soldiers. The write-up I just read was off of his Find the Gravesite, and I knew there was some controversy over some of his awards, and not really sure what all that means. Reading this, it says he claimed to have done 4 combat jumps in World War II, and then another part of it said he did 1 in Korea. I think the confusion might be what unit he was in, by what I can tell, but it's not very clear, to be honest. The confusion probably comes from something that was stated in the movie that may not have been entirely accurate, but obviously a very accomplished airborne soldier, an infantry soldier, and sergeant major. He is laid to rest here at Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Benning Cemetery, and he's probably about, 100 feet or so from General Hal Moore, who comprised the command team during the Drang Valley Offensive. Anyway, it's an honor to finally get to come see Sergeant Major Plumley and pay my respects. This one has been on my list for a while. I'm glad I finally got to come Come and visit. Rest in peace, Sergeant Major. That was Sergeant Major Plumley. Obviously decorated Sergeant Major and depicted in the movie and in the book. We were soldiers.